I just want to make a disclaimer that this video is not intended to treat, to diagnose anybody. I am simply sharing my experience with PCOS and how I treated myself. All right, so I haven't had any issues with PCOS for many years now. I have been able to have 2 kids naturally, no issues. Hey family, it's Aaron Tony here. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new to my channel, welcome. My name is Tony. I am a registered nurse. My channel is all about women's health, lifestyle, motherhood, and much more. So several years ago, I was experiencing heavy bleeding, lots of cramping, and it was just really bad. Long story short, I was diagnosed with PCOS, so polycystic ovarian syndrome. So when I found out that I had PCOS, guys, I was terrified. I had never actually heard of it before. I was really scared. I went home and I just did my research. I really spent a lot of time formulating something that I had faith was going to work for me. And it did. So now I'm here to share my experience with you. So ladies, if you do have PCOS, please do see your doctor before you do anything in relation to my treatment, because certain things that I will be showing you might make you react to it badly. And I also just want to point out that just because this treatment worked for me, it doesn't necessarily mean that it will work for you. So please do your research before you try anything in general. So based on my research, this is a treatment that I did for myself. So just before I dive into telling you what I did to treat myself with PCOS, and for those who don't know what it is, then this is your chance to kind of have an idea. And then you can always do your own research. Polycystic ovarian syndrome is a condition in which the ovaries produce an abnormal amount of androgens, male sex hormones that are usually present in women in small amounts. The name polycystic ovarian syndrome describes the numerous small cysts that form in the ovaries. So what are some of the signs and symptoms? Some of the signs and symptoms are irregular prolonged periods, growth of extra unwanted hair loss, excessive cramping, rapid weight gain, etc. I do want to point out that at that time, I was actually overweight. And so this treatment actually triggered me to lose weight, and I did feel good, I have to say, because I had to change a lot of things. All right. So a few key points that I want to share with you that I did for myself was to really stay focused and consistent. All right. I knew exactly what I wanted, and I knew that I had to work hard because I was dating my husband now. And so I was just thinking, oh my God, I might not be able to give this man children. So I had to commit myself to work on this and make it work. So the number one thing that I did was, as many of you probably know, that a lot of the meats that we consume are filled with hormone and antibiotics. So I actually became a fishitarian. I only ate wild fish. I cut down all simple carbohydrates, so sugar, snacking. I tried to eat a lot of fresh organic fruits and vegetables, and I also tried to exercise at least 2 times a week. Phase number 2, liver detox. That is important. It's important to detox your liver because the liver helps us to metabolize the things that we eat. It helps to metabolize drugs and as well to balance sex hormones. So it's very important that you have your liver performing at its best to help remove any excess hormones from the body. Please consult with your doctor before you decide to go ahead and do a liver detox. So this is the liver detox that I used. All right. Of course, you can always get a different one if you wish, but this is what I use, and so this is what worked for me. This is actually new because I haven't done a detox in a while, and so I decided that I'm gonna go ahead and do a detox because it's overdue. All right. And it comes with this. And of course, you follow the instructions. Okay. Before I moved on to the next step, I made sure that I finished this whole bottle. So it was just like taking one step at a time. Yeah, so one phase at a time, because I didn't want my body to crash or anything. So I detox first, and then I moved on to the next phase, which I will be sharing with you in a minute. But the taste of this, honestly, it tastes a little bit funky. I don't mind it at all. It's a bit sweet, but let me just show you the consistency. So here we are. So that's how it looks like. All right. After I was done detoxing and eating somewhat much better than usual, I moved on to taking black seed oil. Once I was done detoxing, I gave myself a break, and then for about maybe 2 weeks, and then I jumped back into continuing the regimen. So I moved on to black seed oil. All right, so just before I tell you exactly what I did, how about we take a look at the benefits of black seed oil? So some of you probably know that black seed has amazing properties. So some of them are to promote liver health, reduce inflammation, promote joint health, and support the immune system. So I only took 1 tablespoon of black seed oil first thing in the morning on empty stomach, and I had a glass of warm water following it. Okay, so black seed oil first thing in the morning. If you find that the flavor is too strong, you can always mix it with some raw honey. So maybe it's gonna mask that taste a little bit, but I never actually mixed it with anything. I just took it as it is. I also incorporated a magic tea. That's what I called it. Guys, the tea does not taste the greatest. I'm not gonna lie, okay? But I was willing to do anything to get rid of those cysts. So the magical tea is a tea that I formulated myself. It's filled with lots of antioxidants and anti-inflammatory. So the thing one of the things that you will need is ginger. All right, so it has to be fresh ginger. I have not tried it with powdered ginger, but I feel like if anything, just go with anything that's fresh. All right, so fresh ginger. So I already have it washed and sliced. So what we're gonna do is so get a chunk of ginger, put in the blender. Next thing you want to do is add two and a half cups of water in the blender. Then you're gonna go ahead and just blend it. Once it's blended, you're gonna go ahead and just pour that in a pot. All right. Add a tablespoon of cloves. We're gonna add half a tablespoon of cinnamon. We're also going to add half a tablespoon of turmeric. For the turmeric to activate, we need a pinch of black pepper. So here we are. Just gonna give it a quick stir. We're going to boil it for about 15 minutes. Just let it simmer for 10 minutes. Once it's done simmering, you can go ahead and get a strainer and transfer to whatever cup you desire. Try to get at least 2 cups from this. You can always add water if it's too strong. Like I said earlier, this tea tastes pretty strong. You can always add a little bit of raw honey if you wish. You can always drink it throughout the day. And lastly, one of the things that I incorporated into my diet is sea moss. All right, family, so that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed the video. See you guys next week. Bye.